Hello, how y'all doing? It's time for another diecast flashback. And this time we're going to restore some Marklin of Germany diecast. Marklin started making diecast cars in 1935, and they started out with number one, and this is it. This is a Mercedes racing car. Number one. This one, they've got sheet metal bases, and it looks like they might be crimped on. So once I get into them, I'll have to see what I can do. I may end up just stripping everything and just leaving that base in there, and just painting it whole. Now these cars came with the herringbone tires. You can see that pattern on the tread there. That's a herringbone. And this car has 4 different tires on it. Of course, this is some kind of aftermarket tire. And the herringbones that are on here, they're all different sizes. And there's the Marklin emblem, their logo. So I've got some other tires I'll put on here to make it look right. They'll go with this style. And the next one, we got number 2. See there, number 2. There's the emblem on that side. And this is an auto union. Dinky made one like this. This was also made in 1935. And you can see right here on the front, if I can get it into focus there, those are the circles. You see that? Audi, their emblem is the 4 circles. That's a cool one. I like that. Now this one definitely has all newer tires. Put those in the collection. I've got put the same type tires on this one too. Last one, got a 1937 Mercedes. This is a Grand Prix racer. And the tires, whoever I got these from, they actually used French dinky tires, and they say Dunlop on them. Same thing. They all got the same base. It says Germany. These were pre-World War II, so Germany was one country. Marklin. They're known for train sets, but they did venture into diecast, and they made diecast from the 30s all the way up to the early 70s, I think. That's a pretty cool one. And being as straightforward as they are, I thought I would just go ahead and do all 3 of them at once. This one I'm going to paint white. The original color should have been white. And these 2 will be silver. Well, I'd like for you to hang around to the end, see how they turn out. So, let's get started. Okay, I got these apart. I had to use my gear puller to get these hubs off the off the axles. They came off relatively easy. I had to put a little oil on them. And then I got the bases off of them, and I just pried them off with my X-Acto knife. This one looks like it actually has a little, some kind of sticky or something on there maybe. Or maybe it's just something that worked itself in there, but they're just a tin base, and you can tell they've been repainted. Just some cleanup. That's the other one. That's the interior. And the base on that. They're just sheet metal base, stamped. So I got that much of it done. Now I'm going to strip the paint off of them and continue. Take a look at what I've done. Got everything cleaned up. Put it in the caustic soda and soaked it in the Bapo rust and cleaned it with a brass brush by hand. This is the Mercedes race car from 1937. Turned out pretty good, number 11. There's the logo on that side. And these are the from 1935. This is the Auto Union Speedster. That's pretty sharp. There's the interior. Well, no interior, but underneath. This one I fixed the post that was broken. And then I cleaned the wheels, or the axles and the hubs. And here's the base, just a piece of tin, stamped. It says Marklin, Germany on all three of them. This one fits in here. It just pops right on there. Let's see, it may go this way. No, that's right. It'll go like that. Same with this one. Pretty cool design. Got to get it right. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty basic stuff. Next up, I just give it a coat of primer and then paint them. And then I'll be back with you to assemble them. All right, let's try to get these bases on here now. I blued these bases to give them a little bit of highlight. They were shiny silver, so I gave them I blued them a little bit. Originals may not have been that way, but I thought that it looked better. Gave it a little pop. So these bases, you can see, they set right down in there's a slot. See? But the problem is, they don't want us to stay in there. So what I'm gonna have to do is I've got this silicone. I'm gonna put a little dab of silicone on this seat area. Hopefully I don't get it on the paint. Just put a little bit on there. Let's see if I can get a little bit up in this area here. Because I mean, it will, when it hardens, it'll be like rubber. I can just peel it off if I get anything extra on there. Just put some on that. Let's put a little bit back here. All right. Now, let's drop it down in there. Just like that. I'll just leave it sit there for a little while. And I got 2 more to do. You know, sometimes things happen and I don't know, but look at that. It broke. Man, I feel sick. There's all the parts. That is terrible. So I'm going to try, see if I can't mend it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, 90-year-old toy. Sometimes it happens. Let's see what I can do with it. All right, I got the body put back together. You can see some cracks, but they're filled in. Underneath where the axle goes, I had to fill that in. I had to rebuild that piece. Same on that side. Turned out pretty good, can't hardly tell. There's some cracks, but I'm hoping that my primer, and then I'll wet sand it, fill that in. That's the best I can do with it. All right, here we go. I went ahead and put them together. I was a nervous wreck after that one broke on me. Let's take a look at it. It turned out pretty good. You can't see any lines. I got it filled, and I used silicone on the inside of the body and let it cure, and it did okay. I'm real happy with that. It's pretty cool. That's a 1937 toy. Sometimes they get a little brittle. The other 2, there's number 1. From number 1 and 2, remember, they were made in 1935. They turned out pretty nice. I'm all good with it. And this one, the really cool looking one, the Auto Union. Yep, all good. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. It took me a while on this one. I'd also like to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Unreal. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Maybe it won't take as long to get to 2,000. I'm in dreamland, aren't I? Well, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. And join me next time with another diecast flashback. Have a good one. Now that's a flashback. Have a good one.